Hello everybody and welcome back to Dragon Wing Diamonds. I am here today with a whip in chat, but it's actually a kit down in chat. So whip stands for work in progress, and chat, we're just going to talk about my week. Yeah, I just finished this painting actually not too long ago, so it's time to kit down. It is Finding Myself by JoJoes Art and from Diamond Art Clip. So yeah, I'm really excited. It turned out absolutely stunning. I have a picture up on my Instagram. I have the post review filmed and everything like that. So we are good. I'm rocking it this month, or this year so far. I'm doing good so far. So I was like trying to debate like, oh, I could drag my giant canvas, my Potions Professor canvas all the way over here to work on, or I could just kit this down. And I think I'm just gonna kit it down just to make things easier on myself and pulling my sleeves up. So yeah, so I use the Art Dot storage container or storage system for this kit. This is probably one of my favorite ones for kits with giant or massive amounts of colors, because like you have so much space in here, and these jars hold a decent amount. So yeah, I'm just gonna get into it. My fancy. So I started doing something new now where I'm actually storing my specialty drill separate from all my rest. So actually I probably should look in these first. It'll go faster with these ones. So anyways, hope you guys are doing well. My week has been interesting to say the least. These are all sports designs. Yeah, I took your hamburger away, and so you found the other squeaky toy. Oh my god. So yeah, this week has been interesting to say the least. It's, I'm not gonna lie, it's been kind of rough. It's been kind of rough. Hopefully I can focus on both of these at the same time. Would help if you stop distracting me with your little gremlin noises. Anyways, sorry. I'm like squirrel today. So yeah, I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety because stop. You have other toys. I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety this week because, you know, obviously I'm trying to look for a job, but let me say, I haven't been in like job hunting in what, 4 years now. So it is a little intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. And like I pulled this, like, and I also, like, before when I was applying for jobs, it was like retail jobs, so it's like, you know, as long as you put in you have open availability, they'll hire you. So yeah, I'm running into some struggles with that, and those struggles just kind of equate to like me once again not feeling like I'm gonna be good enough for this. And I know I'm gonna be fine. Like, I did awesome in school, I know what I'm doing, all that stuff, but I kind of don't know what I'm doing when it comes to job hunting. So thankfully my fiance is awesome and he's been helping me out a lot. We kind of like had a system, like he finds jobs that he thinks will be good for me, because like I have a hard time determining the difference between like jobs that are just trying to scam you, or like false jobs that are people are trying to scam others, or versus actual jobs. So yeah, he's been helping me with that. But like the first one I got to, they're like asking for all this, like, oh, you have a portfolio and stuff like that, and it's like, okay, well, I'm just starting in the field, so that became a little stressful for me. Scooch this back so you guys can actually see what I'm doing here. That became a little stressful for me because, you know, it's like, okay, well, I don't have that kind of stuff, and that means you're probably going to choose somebody who does. And so like my state of mind has been getting into that positioning, so it's been I've been under a lot of anxiety. But, you know, take it one day at a time. Just like Blue's Clues says, take it one step at a time. I watch Blue's Clues on a loop here. That's all that's in my house anymore, so. So yeah, trying to think back now. When did we last talked on Tuesday of last week. Oh, yeah. So I have to laugh at myself because Tuesday, or when I was filming my last Whip and Chat, I remember saying like, oh yeah, school is very easy, or this class is very easy and stuff like that. Yeah, I said that before I took one of the quizzes. I mean, I did awesome on the quiz. I think I got like a 95 it was, but I spent an hour and a half taking that stinking quiz. And then I was kind of laughing to myself because I remember being like, oh yeah, this class isn't too in-depth because, you know, you do the discussion board post and you do this. Nope, joke's on you. It's a lot, yeah, when you got to the quiz. So, of course, I got to do another one tonight. I was going to do the quiz yesterday, but we had that nasty storm that came. That's kind of like the nor'easter that kind of rampaged everybody. And my power was flickering a bunch last night. So we were like, oh gosh, hopefully we don't lose power. And then I'm like, oh, I don't want to start this quiz and then lose power. And then it being like, nope, that you didn't finish it and you're locked out of it and stuff like that. Because that would have been unfortunate. Like, I feel like my teacher would have been like, oh, well, it's fine, but yeah. I'll just take care of it today. So yeah, today I got a lot of schoolwork to do. But, you know, that comes with the territory. Yeah, not much really happened last week. Last week was just a lot of taking care of Sydney. And the boys didn't get back to us till Sunday, so we didn't, yeah. I don't really think anything significant really happened last week. Like, yeah, we didn't go anywhere. We didn't do anything. Hey, stop chewing the rug. Oh wait, I know a significant thing that happened. Hey, Zero. Don't chew the rug, your toy is right there. Your toy is right there. No, don't give me that look. Zero's been losing puppy teeth like crazy, and actually last week he lost one and was trying to eat it. It was like one of his back ones. But yeah, we ended up getting it from him before he actually swallowed it. Which I think that's the first tooth we've gotten from him before he swallowed it. Pretty sure he's been swallowing all the rest of his teeth. Yeah, I'm talking about you. He's starting to do a lot better now. The training is starting to finally kick in his brain. Although the one thing like we need to work on is, it's just like this uncanny thing. It's like he recognizes certain things as cues. Okay, we're just gonna dump all these out and work from that. Yeah, this is my storage system right now, and I desperately need to change it. And I'm probably going to copy my good friend Stealthy Crafter, who actually did a video on hers. So you should go check her out if you haven't already. But, yeah. So yeah, the training is starting to really work with him. Finally, he's starting to get, or no, I know what I was talking about. So yeah, he's got these uncanny senses now. So whenever we sit down to eat dinner, or any meal really, like even if I'm sitting down to feed Sydney breakfast or something like that, he's over at the door, because like apparently that to him is a cue that he needs to go OUT. And then the other one is when my fiance sits down in his gaming chair, which his chair is like right next to the front door. And so just like it never fails. Like I'm actually looking for these. Like, I know there's no blues. There's barely any blues in this kit. No. So yeah, it just whenever those couple of things happen, so he's just like, oh, right on over there and begging, and it's like even if he went OUT like a few minutes ago, or like even 5 minutes ago, it's like nope, he's still over there. So we've been kind of trying to work around that and like trying to make him understand like, dude, no, it's not gonna happen. And then of course with these high winds yesterday, so I went to go take him out yesterday with the wind and everything like that, and it was dark out because you know it gets dark at like 4 o'clock here right now. No, probably closer to 5, but still, he was like searching around for a spot to squat, and he like he jumped and started running towards the door because the bush, because we have a Japanese maple out front of our house, and it scared him. The leaves scared him. So yeah, that was pretty comical. 3042, that's one I have. Woo! There we go. Yeah, I paused earlier because I realized, like, I remember something I wanted to say at the beginning, and I'm already like, what, 5 minutes in? 10 minutes in? Oh, okay. So, over the last, like, week, basically since I put up my year in review, our subscriber count has skyrocketed, and so I just wanted to say a big welcome to everybody who is joining me for the first time. I definitely did like have I had a little fangirl moment because it's like, you know, you look at all of our bigger name diamond painters and stuff like that, and I don't know, for a small little creator like me, I get excited when I see one of the bigger creators comment. So Kara, the principal painter, commented on one of my videos, and I spazzed out over it. I'm not gonna lie. I was so excited. But anyways, but yeah, I'm just so overjoyed. I had wanted to do a giveaway for 500 subs, but unfortunately that hasn't been able to happen because we were a little tight on funds for a couple weeks there after Christmas. We are still in the process of getting ourselves back under control, even though my fiance was awesome and let me get a kit today. But you know, we're kind of like getting things settled after the holidays. So I promise a giveaway is coming. It's gonna have to wait probably another month or so until we get our finances 100% back on track. But I promise you guys, it is coming. Love Potion is going to be the kit I'm going to be giving away, completely sealed in its box still. So yeah, it's coming. Just stay tuned. But anyways, yeah, like, I remember, like, I looked and, like, I think I started at, like, 540, and then I'm almost, I'm halfway to 700 now, and I'm, like, or halfway from 600 to 700, 650. That's where I was the last time I looked. So I was just so overjoyed, like, that, it was such a, I don't know if the algorithm just took it and ran or what, but I don't know. And I can't even, like, I'm speechless. That's what it is. I'm speechless. So... yeah, so welcome to everybody who came and subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. I am looking so forward to this community growing, and I love being able to do this and bring out some awesome content for you guys. Speaking of awesome content, so right before this, I filmed 2 videos. I did my post review for the kit I'm de-kitting right now, and I did a little video on what it's like to be using the perforated covers from Diamond Art Club. So this kit had those perforated covers on it, if you remember from my unboxing that I posted only 2 days ago. So, yeah, and I think somebody commented on my video, I'm betting you almost have this kit done. I'm sorry, my brain is very squirrel today. I am running, I think I'm hit the point of overtired now. So I am just like, I hit that point of energy. I just ate lunch too, so that probably helped. But you know, I'm just gonna be very squirrel today, and I do apologize for that. What was the time? Oh yeah, so I did a video on the perforated covers and what I thought about them. So, and then, you know, as I'm filming that video, I thought of another video, like, oh, I should probably have done some demonstration of using these too. Like, I know I did a little bit in my whip and chat, but I feel like it would be beneficial to have a separate video for people who might be looking for that. So, I know one of the next couple kits I'm going to be doing has those covers on it as well, because, I'm still trying to decide what's going to be coming next. Well, what I'm going to do, because I have other kits I have to kit up too. Anyways, so I wanted to kit up Jellyfish Mermaid next from my my mystery box that from Diamond Art Club there. So I wanted to kit that one up next because I I love it. It's so pretty, and I really want to work on it immediately. But then Diamond Art Club came out with the Love Bard that released today, and that is the kit that my fiance got for me, and I told him it can be my Valentine's Day present because, you know, it's fitting. So, so yeah, I know I want to work on that one for, you know, the month of Valentine's Day, you know, for February. But that one has 97 colors in it, and I think that's going to take up this entire storage system. And my Elizabeth Wards well, technically my Elizabeth Ward is available, but it is also kind of being taken up as well. So I have 3 Elizabeth Ward trays and 2 of these art dot containers. One art dot container is home to my cross stitch conversion, so that's kind of there that's out of commission until I finish that. And then of course this one will be going to Love Bard. And then my 3 Elizabeth Wards, I have like 2 of them were the ones with the mixed vials in them, so you get the small, medium, large. And then the other one I bought is all the smalls. So right now with Potions Professor, with all of the drills that's in that, all of my biggest containers are actually being used because there's just so many drills for that kit. So I'm still kind of figuring out what I want to do. Like I might, like as I work through Potions Professor, since now that's going to be a main focus, since my other 2 kits for the month are done. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm just going to turn it into my main focus. So I'm going to probably, I might kind of, as I empty out, some of the bigger, or as I get less in the bigger containers, I'll probably like start swapping them out for the smaller so I can think more things up again. And maybe then I'll do Jellyfish Mermaid. I don't know. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I also am trying to decide, do I want that many giant canvases kit up at the same time? Like, I know I can handle it. That's not a big deal. But I also do have the challenge of completing my cross-stitch conversion before the end of the month that Hannah gave me. Actually, Hannah, I know it's funny, we were watching Laura's live on Monday night, and Laura and Hannah both went live together since they were kicking off their Wrap Up a Whip event. And I was like, of course I always go to Laura's and Hannah's lives. I rarely miss them if I can help it. And but it was funny because like we were talking about Wrap Up a Whip and stuff like that, and you know, I had made the joke on an Instagram post like, oh, I wonder if I can finish this cross stitch conversion because like I'm 40% done with it right now. But I was like I wonder if I can finish this before the end of the month for Wrap Up a Whip. And then they got talking about that in the live and stuff like that, and Hannah's like, oh girl, you can do it, and then you're gonna finish that one and like 2 other canvases at this in the month before the month's out. And then I kind of was laughing at that because by that point this kit that I'm kitting down was over halfway complete. And I'm like, okay, well that may not be wrong. I might finish that many. We shall see. So yeah, now I have to see if I can actually finish the cross stitch conversion, which, I mean, I've got a good process with it right now. I did jump off the process a little bit because I was trying to push to finish this canvas, but basically during the day I'm obviously doing the stay-at-home mom thing and watching my daughter. And while she's pretty independent, I'm not gonna lie, she's a pretty independent little girl. As long as I sit there and like she'll come over to me and like pretend to tickle my knee and stuff like that and then run away and stuff, but for the most part she kind of just roams around the downstairs here and plays with her toys, and there's really not much I have to really worry about with her, which is nice. So during the day I can't exactly work on the cross stitch conversion, but I can work on my other canvases. So that's kind of like what I've been doing. So I work on whatever, so it's been this canvas, it was Gingerbread Dragon and now it's going to be Potions Professor, but I worked on those during the day, and then once she is in bed, then I switched over to my cross-stitch conversion. So yeah, that's kind of been my process, and I'm definitely going to be keeping up with that for the rest of the month, because I feel like that is going to be beneficial for me finishing out that canvas. Like, I originally had planned just to get to 50%, but I'm almost there already. So it's like, and then I got the challenge, like, oh yeah, or I got told I can do this, and now I got to do it. So, you know, here we are. It will be interesting to see if I do accomplish this, though. But yeah. But I've already finished 2 kits this month, so I feel like I'm in a good path to do so. But yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna have to see what happens over the next couple weeks, like see how far I get on my cross-stitch conversion, see, I mean, no matter what, the, oh no, this is a different color. Oh, okay, I need that one too. The Love Bard is getting kit up immediately as soon as it gets here, because I am not going to be able to resist on that one. And it was funny too, because my friend Cassie was like, I sent her a picture of it, because we were talking today, and she's like, and I was like, oh, you want to see the kit that I'm about to purchase? And then she's like, oh yeah, of course. And so I sent it to her, and she's like, you know, that looks like Tethys. And I was like, oh my gosh, it is. So a fun story, blast from our past. When I was in high school, I'm sure a lot of girls did this, and well, similar, not exactly what we did, but you know, have our like notebooks with code names and stuff in them that you pass back and forth to talk about people and stuff in the school and without them knowing and stuff. But me and my friends kind of took that to a different extreme, but we did role plays in them. So yeah, I've been a writer nerd for most of my life. So, Tethys is actually one of the characters that I created for our roleplay. 2 bags of 310, what the heck? Well, that's fine. I'm going to keep it that way because I'm going to eventually need them, I know it. So yeah, Tethys is a character that I created for our roleplays, and she, like, started out with, like, red hair, but then she, like, got, the anger of a wizard who was trying to kidnap her, or that she stole from and stuff like that. So to disguise her, like her hair got dyed white and her eyes were crystal, I think. I know Cassie will be in the comments correcting me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. And so when I saw that picture, she's like, oh my god, it's Tethys. I'm like, oh, you're right, it is. So that painting just became even more meaningful to me, and I was like, well, I definitely need this one now. So yeah. Very excited about it. Looking forward to having a fun Valentine's Day canvas to work on. Well, then I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do for the rest of this month, because, well, I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how long others take. I mean, Potions Professor is big, but it's very color blocky, so I don't know if I'm going to have to pull out another kit for the month or not. We'll see. I'm sure everybody in the comments could be like, yes, you do. Yeah, so let me think, what else to talk about? Oh, so talking about my weekend, because that's where all the craziness happened, was the weekend. The funny thing is, like, nothing really happened this weekend, but all the craziness happened. So like I said, I've been under a lot of stress lately and a lot of anxiety. And that finally caught up with me this weekend. I woke up on Saturday, yeah. So Saturday was my day to sleep in, and of course I did. And when I woke up, like, I felt, like, extremely itchy, my eyes were hurting and stuff like that, and I was crying the night before, so I was like, I thought the eyes hurting, I was like, okay, this is just a hangover from that, I'm sure I'm fine and stuff like that. And then I looked at myself in the bathroom mirror, and, like, I had red splotches all over myself, and I'm like, what? So I came downstairs, and, like, I showed my fiance, I'm like, look at this, and Like, it was literally everywhere. Like, so it was hives. I actually got hives from my anxiety. That's the first time that's ever happened, and it kind of showed me, like, oh, your anxiety is really bad right now if this is happening. But I had them all on, like, my chest and my shoulders, and then they weren't on my arms. There was on the back of my neck, and then on the back of my legs, and or like the back of my thighs. There we go. Yeah, thighs. So yeah, I was covered in hives, and like that's never happened. Oh, and my eyes were really puffy. That's why they were hurting. So my eyes had swollen up too. But yeah, that was something that's never happened to me. So it was kind of scary for me, I'm not gonna lie. And then I'm sitting there, I'm like, no, you need to calm down. Because if you don't calm down, this won't go away, probably. I didn't know how it worked because, you know, like I said, the first time I ever had it. And so, like, I'm sitting there stressing about it and stuff, but I do have 2 bags of this too. Okay. Apparently I did a really bad job. Did I have 2 bags of these too? No, that's a different one. Okay, I thought this number was in here. I guess not. Oh, it is. If it was closer, it would have bit me. So yeah. That was an incredibly stressful day for me because I'm like sitting there like, and you know, my fiance of course was worried about me, and so he like watched me like a hawk, and like he kept like it wasn't often, like it wasn't like every few minutes or anything like that, but like maybe like every hour and a half he'd come over and just like inspect again, make sure that they were still going down and stuff, and they were. So it was just, yeah. So yeah, that was a first for me, and I did not enjoy it. So I think I was pretty quiet on Saturday too because I was trying to deal with that and everything. Yeah, kind of like just closed in and was diamond painting and just trying to focus on keeping myself calm. Yeah, there's 2 by 3. I did a really bad job kidding down last time apparently. But yeah, everything's fine now. The hives cleared up basically by the next day. It was like within 24 hours. And yeah. Of course, the next day the boys came home and yeah, something happened. We don't know what, but something happened before the boys came back because Alex was just in a horrible mood. And he wasn't opening up to us or telling us or anything like that. So we don't know anything about what happened. But the next day he did have his therapy appointment. And when he came home from school, he was just a much different kid than he was when he went to school. So we were thankful for that at least. Like his therapist seemed like she really helped him through whatever it was. But yeah, it's just like he was getting frustrated at Fortnite and then getting upset to the point that he was in tears, and we told him to play a different game, but he didn't want to play a different game. He wanted to play that game, but he was angry at it, and then he was like, I don't know what to do, and it was a lot. It was a lot of drama that night, and I was just like, oh my god, I cannot handle this, because, you know, I was still coming down from my dramatic night the night before, and it's just like, oh my god, so much. But thankfully, once again, he had his therapy appointment. Everything is much better, and the rest of the week's been pretty standard for us. And oh my gosh, we had a laugh yesterday too. Kids always have to do things in like the most difficult ways possible. So last night, Alex was playing Fortnite with some of his friends because him and his friends, Devin and Mason, they have a world together on Lego Fortnite that they all work on together. And so he was playing with them last night, and then Mason had suggested something about having a play date this weekend. And so Alex came because he plays up in his room with them because when he uses his headset down here, he usually has to use a wired controller for it because the Switch is dumb and there's really not a good there's no good Bluetooth option for it, so you have to plug in your headset, and when he's got it docked, he can't have it plugged in and stuff like that. So we let him play up in his room where he can like have his switch in front of his face and stuff like that. So he comes down the stairs and he's like, "Hey Dad, Mason asked his mom if I could come over on Saturday, and she said it was okay and all this." And he's like, "In for a play date." And so we're like, "Okay, just give if you can get Mason's mom's phone number from him, then we will go ahead and get things set up for you." And so he runs back upstairs, and like I heard him talking to Mason, and then he's coming back down with a switch, and doing this super complex method of like, okay, I'm gonna hold the microphone here, or I'm gonna unplug this, and so that way you can talk it and tell it. And it's like, and then I just look at him like, "Bud, go back upstairs and tell Mason to text you his mom's phone number." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And so he did, and then we're like explaining to him, was like, that's the easiest way to do it, because then Dad can just pull it off of your phone and we can text her that way. So everything's all set up. He's going over on Saturday after lunch, which that'll be awesome. He usually goes to his friend Devin's house, so this is going to be a new one. But he's looking very forward to it, so. There we go. And then, Drake's been his usual self. Oh my gosh. I'm like so impressed with Drake right now, because so the kids have a small amount of homework every night. They're still in elementary school, but they do get a little bit of homework, which is generally just read for 20 minutes. And then Drake on every day except for Wednesday has Spanish homework. I'm just gonna leave these in here. So every day but Wednesday he's got Spanish homework. And so he was working on it last night, and I kind of had to laugh last night, because whenever I try to do homework, the boys are so loud. But last night, the two of them were doing homework for probably a good half an hour, and it was dead silent down here. And I was like, man, I guess I should have brought my laptop out and did my homework at that point too, because that's the only time I get any quiet. Because like when I'm usually working on my homework, I'm like, guys, can you just be quiet for like half an hour so I can get this done? Because it's easier for me to do stuff on my desktop than is my laptop sometimes. And my desktop is downstairs. But then, of course, they're so loud, so I kind of had to laugh about that last night. But anyways, Drake was doing his Spanish homework, and they have like a tower defense game that they play where he has to answer questions in Spanish to get certain things. He didn't go into full detail about it, but I know there's like questions in Spanish he's got to answer, and then all that. So I like that. Hey, stop chewing on the leg of the chair on the table. 0. So he's Drake's still going, and we're like, how much more do you have to do there, bud? And he's like, oh, well, you get the option to do extra if you want to do it. And I'm like, oh, so are you doing extra? He's like, yeah, I'm doing extra. And I was like, oh, okay. I never would have, I know me as a kid, it's like, oh, you can either do this amount of homework or this amount of homework. I'm going to choose the one that's less, of course. But yeah, he wanted to do more of it. And I was just like, okay, cool. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So yeah, he's really enjoying school, which is good, because it's good to have at least one kid in the house that enjoys school. Because Alex had a really bad teacher a couple of years ago, so that kind of ruined school for him, and we're slowly trying to get him back into it, but it's been difficult. Yeah, it's to the point where it's like when we ask the boys, like, oh, how was your day when they get home from school, and they usually tell us some events and stuff like that. But lately Alex has been saying that his day at school was bad because he didn't get to go outside for recess, and it's like, dude, that you can't let that be the reason why your day's ruined. Like, especially right now. Like, he said it yesterday too when we had that storm coming through, and like that nor'easter for us, it started with snow and then turned into rain and then was windy. And so it's like the weather was absolutely horrid outside. If you went outside in it, you would just be soaked from head to toe, and it just would be a miserable time because it's also 40 degrees, so it's not like it's warm. So yeah, we're kind of like trying to get him out of the habit of that. It's like, you got to stop saying that your day is ruined just because you don't get to go outside to play, because, you know, and I mean, I'm pretty frank with the kid. I'm like, you live in New York in the winter. Like, you're not going to be able to go outside every single day. This state is not the best for being outside all the time. So, you thirsty? There's no food in there. You already ate it. So yeah, we're trying to get him out of the habit of doing that, because it's like, okay, that's not something that should be ruining your entire day, especially when the rest of the day seemed like it was perfectly fine. And in reality, there's no reason for him to have a bad day at school, because his best friend and his cousin are in his class with him. So really, there's really no reason for him to have a bad day. But anyways, yeah, kids, life is so difficult sometimes, right? Let's see. Has Sydney done anything new? Yeah, Sydney's just her usual self, although I think we are starting to enter the Terrible 2 stage. I don't know if I talked about this last week, but oh well, I'm talking about it again. Yeah, so today she was trying to walk behind me, so where I sit at the table over there where I do most of my diamond painting and stuff, it's on the end of the table that's like near the wall. And then of course up on my wall there I have a shelf with all my tools and stuff on it, and then hanging on the wall I have like a screw that has hangers on it with my diamond paintings in them, and then I have my cover minder thing hung up. And so she tries to get behind me because I also have a little tray table back there with my empty Elizabeth Ward containers, although my potions professor stuff sitting up on top there, and my notebooks and stuff, where like my logbook and my notebook where I'm keeping up with events and stuff like that, and I have 2 notebooks for that right now actually. So yeah, she's been obsessing about going back behind me even though there's no reason for her to be back there. And so today I like pulled her out from back there, and then she got mad at me and just picked up both of our bags of Mega Blocks and just dumped them all around where I have to walk to get out of my space back there. So I was like literally trapped back there by Mega Blocks. I'm like, are you freaking serious, kid? So yeah, she's being a little butt right now, and she's been throwing things too. Like when she gets mad, she chucks things. Speaking of butt, she's up. Girl, find your pacifier and go back to sleep, please. You need a much longer nap than this. Sorry. But yeah, she's been chucking things at me, and I'm just like, And then one thing we've been really needing to work with her, she keeps trying to hit Zero, and it's like, okay, you can't be hitting the dog. He's not doing anything. Well, even if he was doing anything, you still don't hit the dog. But yeah, she'll like walk over to him where he's like playing with his toy nicely and stuff like that, and she'll like take his toy away from him and then hit him or something like that. It's like, okay, stop doing that. That's not right behavior, Missy. And then sometimes she'll like take his toy away from him and then like turn around and try to play fetch with him with it and stuff, and he's like, no, I was playing with that. So yeah, she dropped her pacifier, didn't she? So yeah, we're entering that fun stage. And you're fine, pup. Now she's trying to crawl out of her crib. So yeah. Yeah, I sit here wondering why I decided it was a good idea to get a puppy and a toddler at the same time. In reality, the reason it happened is because it's just us happening to find the breeder with Zero. I absolutely love him though. He's adorable, and she's adorable, so we're good. it's just a lot of extra work, but we're getting through it. Almost done with the kit down. Yeah, it's gonna be so hard not to kit something else up in this, but I know what's coming, so I need to be patient and just wait. I have a feeling that will, well, depending on when it ships, it might be here by Monday next week, hopefully. I might have to get more containers. I probably am gonna have to get more containers, especially since I'm going to be doing that cross-stitch conversion. Oh, hold on. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My fiance ran to the store while I was recording, and he just got home, so I didn't want all that noise to be in the background there. So yeah, grocery shopping's done. Now I don't remember what I was talking about. What are you doing? He's looking on the floor. Crap. I don't know what I was talking about. What am I going to go into next? Just realized my phone was still there. So, yeah. I was scrolling through and everybody was talking about I was scrolling through while I was waiting for him to finish with the grocery stuff, and people were talking about their storage systems and stuff like that. So that was kind of cool to read about. Oh, I know what I was talking about. I was talking about possibly needing to get some more storage containers because I have my double cross-stitch conversion project coming up this year. Like, the label's been created over at Jade Gem Shop, but unfortunately Jade's been fighting off a stomach flu. Poor girl. She's not been having a very good month so far. So yeah, but I did get the pre-shipment notification, so that will be coming my way soon. So yeah, that's exciting. But then now it's like, okay, well, first things first, I'm gonna finish Merida before I even think about starting the other two. And then I think I got it figured out how I'm going to do it. I think I'll work on them in like percent, like by 10%, because Gems Flow lets you know like when you hit certain percentages of the kit being done. So it's like, okay, this was what 10% of this kit would look like versus 10% of the mini one. So I think that is the best way to handle it. Pretty sure. But yeah, it's like I'm contemplating whether I need more storage for that, because it's like right now if I would have to use both of my R.dot storage containers for that, and that would kind of leave me hanging with other kits and stuff like that. Yeah. So kind of still working through things in my mind and what purchases are going to be needed once I can and all that stuff. I keep making the joke I need a credit card because the Diamond Art Club with all their awesome releases lately. Now I miss out on a kit that I really wanted on Saturday. It was was it Magician's? I can't remember what it was called now, but it was the high color count one with all the magic-y stuff in it, and that one really spoke to me, but unfortunately I had to pass on it this weekend. But I guess it was a good thing I passed on it, because then I wouldn't be able to have Lovebird come in here soon. Let's see. Yeah, the storm was freaking crazy yesterday. Well, not as crazy as been other places. Like, I think we actually got hit the least with it, but looking at the weather map, it was like we were on the tippy top of it. So we definitely got a lot of snow in the morning. Which, that was fine. It was whatever. It was the big fluffy snowflakes, not the usual lake effect snow that we're used to. So we got the snow in the morning, and then the snow turned to rain, which that was a little bit concerning, because it's like, okay, well, if the temperature drops at all, we're going to be in danger of an ice storm. And those are not fun. I mean, I think, 2011 was, or no, 2001. Oh, here we go. So not too far back. Yeah, 2001 was the last big major ice storm that I remember. And man, that was that was crazy. It was pretty to look at, but it was crazy. Yeah, that was it was a lot of fun too, because at first, like, we didn't have power, so we went over to my aunt's house because her road had underground power lines, so she didn't lose power as easily as we did. So we went over to her house to get warm and stuff like that. Excuse me. And then her power went out after ours had come back on. So we'd gone home and it's like, oh, ours is on, so we're good. And then her power went out, and so my cousin had lizards, and I think he was with his dad. So he wasn't, I think he was with his dad for that. But, yeah, he had lizards, and so my aunt comes over with one lizard. It was when he had Rocky. So, yeah, first he had Rocky, and then they got Pebbles and Bam Bam after. But, yeah, my aunt came over with Rocky, and then, like, she put him in a basket with the lamp over top of him, and then he crawled out of the basket and underneath our oven, or underneath our stove. And then we had to get the dang lizard out from underneath the stove. So that was an adventure. Rocky had a fun adventure that time. But he actually was fine after that. Thankfully he didn't get too cold or anything, and he lived a few good years after that. So yeah. But yeah, I was like concerned that was gonna happen yesterday with like the temperature and stuff, but thankfully it stayed in the 40s here, so we didn't have that problem. And now it's like all the snow that we got yesterday is melted, and it's been raining again today, so hopefully we don't drop temperature until things dry up. Only downfall is our backyard. So with all the rain and snow and stuff, unfortunately our backyard is kind of flooded right now, so that's kind of a pain. But it always floods in like the spring time when it's raining and all the snow's melting and stuff. So as long as it stays in the backyard and doesn't come into the basement, we're good. But so far so good. Yeah, it was kind of funny too, though, because like we were talking in the Discord, and then I was also talking to my girl Stealthy Crafter, because she's down south, so I kind of had to laugh because we were looking at the storm on radar and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh my god, look, we're being connected by the storm. Yeah, I know it's like a big thing, but I know it's kind of interesting seeing how different it acted in other places, because like I know some people got like tornado warnings and we had snow, and others had flooding, and just it was interesting to see like how different it is from place to place. But thankfully it seems like it's moved on, and now we're just in gloomy winter. I mean, we've been in gloomy winter, but yeah. I won't see the sun again until probably April, maybe. Yeah, speaking of April, guys, my daughter's turning 2 this year. I don't know how I feel about that. She's growing up way too fast. She's like basically talking now. She's not quite doing full sentences yet. We've been working on I love you with her. She does the I and then she does of. But I haven't gotten her past that, because whenever I try to get her to say stuff, she just laughs at me. Because that's my daughter. That's my girl. She just sits there and laughs at me when I try to get her to interact and stuff. It's like, you're such a butt. Yeah, she's been waking up super early this week, so she's been very tired and very grumpy because of it. So that's been a fun little addition to the week. Her little grumpus. So yeah, sorry this whipping chat was like, our Kadana chat was so all over the place. Like, I didn't really come in with a plan, and I was also realizing I couldn't really remember what I did last week, because I don't think I really did anything last week. I was kind of lazy, and I diamond painted, which nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I think we're still coming down from the holidays, so we've been kind of recluse and not wanting to do much and all that stuff. So yeah, sorry I was all over the place, but you know, power to you if you stuck this long. And if you did stick around this long, let's do an emoji of a tiger for the kit, the beautiful kit that we just finished here. So coming up this week, we got Friday. Trying to decide if I want to do my post review on Friday or if I want to do another unboxing. I might do the other unboxing just because, I don't know, I don't know. I know my post reviews don't do as well as the unboxings, and I've actually contemplated on not doing post reviews anymore, or like at least just putting them part of my, as a part of, God, I can't talk, of my, was it year in reviews? Or month in reviews, sorry. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I thought about combining them in there, but I also know that people probably don't want to watch that, so I don't know. Might do a poll at some point to be like, hey, what would you prefer for this? But yeah, here we are, D-kit. So yeah, still kind of trying to decide. So either you'll see the Gingerbread Dragon post review or you'll see the Potions Professor unboxing. Let me know in the comments if there's one that you would prefer to see, and maybe we'll go from there. Yeah, this year I'm trying to keep up with everything. Like, I have a bunch of videos filmed and ready to go. I just need to figure out when to post them and stuff like that, 'cause like I generally unbox kits as I get them, and so I do have a lot of unboxings on backlog, but at the same time I'm also going to be putting those out as I'm working on the kits. So as we move into February, you will see the unboxings for the February kits. Yeah, so right now I know of 3 that I'm going to be working on in February. 2 of them are kind of small and probably color blocky. I know one of them's very color blocky, so those might go quick, but we shall see. So yeah, I think that's it for this. Yeah, told you what to expect coming up, and yeah. So, yeah, my brain's just like, I'm done. So yeah, throw me a comment, let me know if there's which video you'd prefer to see, Gingerbread Dragon post review or Potions Professor unboxing. And yeah, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed here and you like diamond painting content, go ahead and hit that little subscribe button down there, and then hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. Generally, Weapon Chats go up on Wednesdays with things like small shop hauls, post reviews, unboxings. Those are more random, so you definitely want to hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. And yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Bye.